Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It means, may the peace, blessings, and mercy of God be upon you. This is Talib. Some of you know me, some of you may not. If you see this video for the first time seeing me, Assalamu alaikum. This is the holy month of Ramadan. I haven't been writing or doing videos much lately. Actually, for about the last 2 years, I haven't done much. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has ways of teaching us things, showing us things, both about ourselves, about Himself, and about the dunya, the world that surrounds us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, it says that true peace and contentment cannot be found in this life without the worship of Allah. Only through the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who created you, can you ever truly find a foundation that will last. Money and people and children and things. SubhanAllah. Prophethood is over after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is no more books coming. Mankind has received the books that they're going to receive, and the Quran is the final revelation that makes things clear, detailed. It's perfect. So if you turn to anything other than this, then humiliation will be upon you, and Allah Himself will humiliate you. And some people they think they let the shaitan convince them that God has given up on them. But truly, it is us that give up on ourselves. If Allah is still giving you the faculty of understanding and sight and ears and life, then he is still showing you mercy. Even the people who reject him, even the people who talk about him, who make mischief in the earth, he's still showing them mercy. He gives them food, he gives them water, he allows them to obtain whatever that is that they're seeking. You know, so he truly never gives up on you. He's given you an opportunity to turn back. And through afflictions and trials and tribulations, you begin to learn, you know, about yourself and about the world around you. There's a lot of people who their family, they're not close with their family. They don't have anybody. People hurt them. You know, they've been through hard times and they think, you know, this is horrible and they blame people sometimes. But subhanAllah, this to me is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showing you relativity, showing you the truth behind what he says. There's no peace found other than the worship of me. This is what you created for. This is why I created you. So until you submit, then you won't find what you're looking for. That hole that is inside of you that you seek out through drugs or through women or men or sports or movies or whatever the case may be, shopping, working, your career, your children, you're constantly going to chase. You're never going to catch it because that hole that's inside of you is the hole that needs to be filled by the worship of God. It's in each of us. And whether we realize it or not, or perceive it or not, that's what it is. And if you do drugs, you don't have enough. A woman, it's never enough. Money, it's never enough. Things fluctuate. They come and they go. Things in this life happen. I see a lot of people blaming Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for things that are happening in this world. Allah allows things, true. But the things that are happening that are bad, subhanAllah, these are because of men. This is because of free will. It says in the Quran, Allah Azza says that the heavens and the earth were offered the trust and they rejected it, but mankind undertook it ignorantly. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is speaking of free will. Free will is what happens, is what causes the fitna and the war and the hate and for children to be molested, people to be raped and murdered and stolen from, and these horrible things that happen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for birds. When they go out in the morning, they come back full. Allah Azza wa Jal has provided for you as well. Maybe we have forgotten these facts. And most of us are ungrateful and we don't pay attention to these things. Life is short. I'm sure all of us know someone who was here one day and gone the next. So we should be mindful of this, and you should live as though you're going to live forever and as if you can go tomorrow. I love you all for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.